First raced in 1925, Spa-Francorchamps has seen and held many Grand Prix, and tonight it's host the realm of racing, with the short run down into La Source, and then they make the climb up a Rouge, where we've seen some great passes, Weber and Alonso, as they climb over the crest of Radion down the Kimmel Straight, DRS wide open. Hopefully we'll see a lot of overtakes there tonight. But with me as always, my man Hunter. How we doing?
Yes, sir. Back as always. Well, I guess I can't say always. We've missed a week. I don't even really know what happened. I think I just saw rain glitch on the screen. I'm not sure
well, it
if
looked
I
kind
saw
of dark
that for sure. But
I mean, it looked very dark out there, kind of hazy style. But
yeah, one of the drivers in the Discord said, and I quote, "interesting weather." So I don't know what that means. I don't know what to expect in terms of the weather going forward. But oh no, it's raining. I think. I swear. Yeah, it's raining now.
Oh, it is starting to. Yep, it is.
It's light, but you know, it's starting to drizzle out there.
So the boys, what are the times right now? Slippery right now on a 1:42.6. Obviously, we don't think the times probably are not going to improve. It obviously gets worse than this.
Yeah, I mean, and if you haven't put in a time yet, good luck to you.
Yeah, no, qualifying's not the best when it rains after people have went out.
Bios just spun it at Puan. Oh, gotta get out of the way of, I believe that's Slippery. Or maybe, oh yeah, he is on an outlap as well. That might have been, yeah, that was Canadian.
Yeah, the Alpine out there riding off track. We don't want to see any more of that. We've seen the scariness of Alonso last weekend. Could have been very wild.
So, like, I'm on board with TC, and I'm wondering, is he going to finish this lap? Yeah, they look quite a bit slower.
Yeah, see, it's obviously not wet enough for other tires, but yeah, you're just not going to have the same grip. Let's see how much grip he has around there. See, can he stay flat out around Blanchimont?
I mean, with a lap like Spa as well, so many corners. I mean, you're gonna be losing time each and every corner. So yeah, if it rains the rest of the session, we might have a boring one. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Might have all the boys DNF.
Let's see. Yeah, TC did not improve. Yeah, so yeah, it might be 7 minutes of.
McLaren boys giving each other some toe out there. Canadians literally got the Lando Norris helmet on.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant the Halo helmet for a second there. I was like, wait a second, huh?
No, they put Lando's actual helmet in the game. Well, like his base helmet.
Okay. Yeah. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, I think that's honestly like the first time. Other than
happy.
Yeah, I think that's the first time I've seen them do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing them do that more often. Get like Lewis's like purple and silver, maybe Max's white and gold or something. Kicking that'd be kind of nice.
And I mean, like, especially with like the special helmet, I think they could have some fun.
Well, I'm actually happy to see that the McLaren livery is still on there. I'm surprised because
I think it'll probably go away soon if we know EA best. But I agree, it makes the car look so much better.
It's just excuse me.
There's a wall there. You can't park there.
Yeah, you can't park there.
I think I'm gonna probably have to run up.
Oh, and it's still a little bit sideways, so it's definitely getting slippery out there. Yeah, we're just seeing a lot of guys retire.
Also, I wanted to mention that Thunder has a broken foot, and he is still racing, and he has a wheel and pedal driver. So he might be struggling a little more than usual.
Oh man. Either way, it wouldn't matter which foot it is. But yeah, that is gonna be a tough one, definitely. Yes, you know.
Canadian. We saw it, Canadian. We very much saw it.
Yeah, he had a little bit of a meeting with the wall there. Well, maybe if everybody retires, it'll go ahead and
Yeah, that's what I'm
move it
trying to
along.
see. Like,
Oh, Tito has a big shunt
yeah,
up a
Tito's like
Rouge
the
there.
only one other than J-Mick who had to join late, which unfortunate for
He
J-Mick.
actually. Oh, and J-Mic's still gonna go for it. But, man, Tito, that looked like similar, reminiscent of Lando there. Speaking of Lando,
Was it
what
Tails or
was
was
that?
it TC?
No, it was Tito.
Oh, Tito just
Tito.
DNF'd. Oh yeah, you're right. I see him on the map.
Yeah, he came up a Rouge and no grip or Radion, technically, I guess you would say. Yeah,
J-Mick
no.
still got the softs on.
He said, "I'm getting a lap, damn it." Show up later now, I'm getting my lap in. So, we'll see what he can do. Just trying to stay within track limits. Yeah, conditions are definitely not his friend at the time being. Looks like somebody else is going out. Okay, somebody just retired.
So J-Mick is the very last one.
Oh, and he invalidates. Oh, and there you go. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh. And now in qualified.
I asked him to DNF, and that works too.
I almost feel like that was not on purpose, though.
No, I don't think that was on purpose, which is why that made it even funnier.
Yes.
Nah, he's trying to say that he did it on purpose in the Discord.
No, sir. No, sir. We've seen that. I was right on board for that one. Oh. Yeah, so Slippery once again on top. Tails P2, TC P3, and Canadian P5 or P4, and David, the other AlphaTauri, P5. So the McLarens and AlphaTauris once again round out the top 5. Not a shocker to see both of them up there.
Yeah, I gave Routine my literal spa setup, so I'm expecting greatness. And nothing short of greatness from Routine. It's dry. It's dry. Okay.
I mean, it almost looks like how it looked in qualifying.
I
Maybe
know,
we'll
like
get
that it could start any second, right?
Which would, I wouldn't mind the
I'd
crossover.
TC kind of foreshadowed it. He said, I guarantee there will be mixed conditions. We've already had mixed conditions in qualifying, and we'll see if his prediction, I mean, we'll see if it comes true in the race as well. And it's so weird. In George Russell's, I'm going to have to look that back. Maybe I'm going crazy. In George Russell's garage, like in the very bottom right, it was hard tires, like sitting against that, like, shit that you put the tools in.
Wall.
Like, yeah. And now it's mediums. And that just really bugged me out. I'm going to literally go back after this and see if those were actually hards at first, because I kind of feel crazy. But lights are going out. Slippery on pole and Tails right behind him.
Oh, and Slippery gets a better start. The Haas in the middle.
Look at that. Look at TC.
He has a great start there.
TC and the Aston Martin up to P2, but he's still side by side with the AlphaTauri of Tails. But Tails is going to get the run out of turn 1.
Yeah,
see
so
the tires.
as well with a good start there. Oh, and they come up the climb up and Rouge and Ratty on a big run here for TC. Is he going to be able to get to the back of Tails here? No, it looks like he fell back just a tiny bit.
Yeah, and Bonhomme also behind them in P4, and he's on the softs.
Oh, and they are a couple going.
Yeah, Bonhomme's up 2 positions, so those softs definitely working for the time being. He's ahead of David. David not going down any positions, though. He did start in P5. But he's on the hards, so he's going to be trying his damnedest to keep up with this front front core of guys, front four.
Yeah, I'm not sure what
Using
happened.
a lot of ERS to do it. The McLaren, Canadian, and David are battling away.
Oh, they are going at it here. Canadian thinking about going around the outside. David not going to have it.
They're racing so tight right now. Obviously, some of the two of the faster drivers that we have on the grid, so maybe a little bit more confidence into these braking zones and a little bit more trust in these two, but these two are definitely no stranger to contact. The McLarens and the AlphaTauris obviously rivaling each other this year.
You are not wrong there.
But the AlphaTauris have also made contact with AlphaTauris, so...
Man, it's Red Bull traditions sometimes. Yeah, Canadian right on that gearbox. He's almost pushing David along through the chicane there.
Yeah, these front four still pretty stacked up, but Tails is starting to lose a little bit to Slippery, and I think maybe Slippery's going to be pushing here to get him out of the DRS that's going to be coming next lap. And TC is so quick out of... I don't know if it's the last chicane or if it's turn 1, but he's so close up until then, and then it just seems like Tails just pulls away with just pure straight line speed.
Yeah, I was going to say that.
Because he's on the harder tire. Like, it doesn't really look... It looks like TC's getting the better exit, but he's still just getting pulled on.
Yeah, and it can be tough when you have just maybe a tiny bit more drag, because this track, it's got so many corners, like you mentioned earlier, 19 or something like that.
It might be in the 20s.
Dang, the straightaway is just so long, and then even the back stretch and Blanchimont and all that, you're going so fast through there. I mean, obviously any amount of drag is gonna hurt you, but yeah, this one can be a tough one to get that perfect balance.
19 corners.
Okay, so it is 19. I knew it was somewhere around.
I thought it was in the... I thought it was above 20 for some reason. Obviously, I'm wrong. Maybe that's Jeddah. Is it Jeddah? I think Jeddah's 22.
Jeddah, it's like 22 or 23, something crazy like that.
That might be what I was thinking of, but either way, obviously.
I think Spa is still the longest, like, mileage. Yes. Oh, and here comes Canadian side by side with David. He gets run into the grass a little bit. He's going to run wide.
Has to go a little bit wide. I'm doing a terrible job of keeping up. The McLaren's going to have to fall back, but he's going to send it up the middle. Now David falls back. He's not able to take advantage of the inside line. Canadian drifts out of the bus stop chicane, but keeps the position.
Whew, beautiful move right there from the McLaren.
Was that a move done? Was David ahead?
Yeah, David was in front.
Yeah, you're right,
David
you're right,
actually kind of...
He did start in P5.
I don't know if it's the corner after Blanchimont, the other left-hander. He kind of got beside him and forced him into the... Maybe not forced him, just kind of understeer.
Yeah.
Such a fast corner.
No,
right
that
there,
is... I believe that is Blanchimont, no?
Okay, yeah, you could be correct.
Left-hander.
Oh, here comes David again.
Though, yeah. These two, I think, are going to be battling for a lot of the race. I think David might have it. They're still side by side. Now Canadian has the advantage on the inside and keeps the position. I think David's being actually quite conservative. Like, he knows who he's racing against. He knows he's racing against a rival here in Canadian. But they're losing so much time to the pack ahead. They are on hards, of course, but so are...
Yeah, there is that...
So is, well, the front two.
Yeah, that gap has grown quite a bit there.
But I'm impressed right now with TC. Even though he's on the mediums, he is keeping up with these front two. And I just think he's so quick in this second sector. He must have a high downforce setup, which personally I do not run. But he's making it work right now.
Oh, and he had I wish we could... I need to go back and watch the restart because he had such a good start there. I actually missed it. I seen the hash jump to the middle, but TC had an amazing start as well. I think he only started fourth, but he did rival there for first, the second there going into the first couple corners.
Well, Thunder actually just lost a position to power up, and then before bus stop also loses a position to... Oh, he's got some wing missing, so he's going to go ahead into the pits, but also loses the position to Tito, who's now just going to go directly into the DRS of power up.
Yeah, he's pretty close here. He's going to have a huge run.
This is ideal for Tito on the stronger... on the softer compounded tire.
Yeah, you just see the car bottom out there at the bottom of the
when
hill.
I league raced this, there were so many safety cars. I don't know how long the tires last around here. I made the hards last. I made the hards last. As power up keeps the position, but
Yeah,
the
good
mediums.
defense there from
I was planning to make the mediums go from lap, I think 11. A safety car came out on like a lap 11 or 12, and I was planning to make them go 10 laps. And I remember passing for P2 on like lap lap 18, 17, and a safety car came out, and we all had to put on softs, and I didn't have a tire or ERS advantage anymore. So, I got P3.
That's
and I
when
was
you
sad.
don't want it.
But then on
That's
penalties,
bad.
I got P2, so, I'll take that.
Oh, well, that's... Yeah.
A little bit.
Nah, sometimes it is that double-edged sword where you're... Some positions, you're just begging for the safety car. Just hoping. And then when you're in other positions, you're just hoping, please don't see that light.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I dread late safety cars because it just breeds crazy driving.
True, exactly.
Yeah, like especially
Closer to the finish, everybody feels a little bit more antsy and ready to make a move.
If you're in the front of the grid, it's usually a little bit better. But in the back of the grid and in the mid pack, people are fighting for crumbs. Fighting for P7, fighting for P8, whatever they can get. And yeah, they're willing to put their car on the line for it. Oh, the Aston of Tito goes super deep, almost hits the back of Power Up, but avoids him. And somehow still he's only a half second behind, but he went pretty deep.
He lost a little bit, but not as much as I thought he would either.
Yeah, he must have got off the brakes and was able to at least keep some speed. But yeah, now you see he's losing time, and he's gonna lose time all the way down to the I don't actually know the name of this corner, but yeah, because the Mercedes also had the DRS.
Yeah, they're catching J-Mick here, and J-Mick is kind of just out on his own right now.
Speaking
5 seconds
of
of drift of... Oh, what do we have
Look
here?
at this front two.
Okay,
TC has been kicked out of the DRS. Only slightly, though. He might be able to make a little comeback, but Tails is definitely closing in now. On Slippery.
Yeah, he's got
first. He's using up ERS to do it, though, so we know kind of what that can mean towards the end of the race. We've seen Tails lose races, honestly, simply because of a lack of ERS. Slippery is just, he's so full of pace. He's just able to hold that ERS in as long as he can.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I think TC did the same thing there. And he did not end up getting the DRS there. He dumped quite a bit just trying to get back on the tail end of that DRS.
Yeah, he needs to do everything he can here.
I think he might have got it back.
It's going to be close. I don't know where the detection point is. I think they just passed it.
Yeah, we will find out very shortly. But yeah, Tails is definitely... But it can be so...
He does have it.
Oh, he's going to be making a move here. Tails is definitely going to be coming to the inside. Slippery holds the outside here. Yeah, Tails gets it done well before the braking zone.
He locks up a little bit, though. But yes,
yeah,
places the car perfectly. Slippery has no chance to re-attack there.
But sometimes, though, I feel like it can be tough to manage the ERS when you feel like you can get that move, and once you're in front, you're like, well, I'll just defend hard enough to keep that place. But sometimes you just can't. If you don't, like you're saying, if you don't have the battery to play with, there's no defending sometimes.
Yeah. And I think that's where I find myself, especially on this track. You have to make some sort of compromise. And maybe in TC's case, he has compromised his sector 1 and 3, whereas a low downforce setup is only gonna compromise sector 2. So that's why I take that. I use 2-1 personally, and that's why I take that approach, because I think you also use way less DRS, or way less ERS. Sorry,
ERS. No, I'm with you, 100%.
When you have the low downforce setups, because you already have the straight line speed built into the setup. Oh, whoa! Tails!
David
spins. I don't think there was contact.
Oh, and Tails had us a moment too.
And
so
now
both
TC.
David just spun too right before that.
I didn't see David.
Goodness.
Whoa. I didn't see
He
David
got
spin.
back on track, but he just had a minor spin. But Tails though does the same thing. So wow, lightning strikes the
You
Alpha
gotta
Tauris again.
expect that the McLarens are in a voice chat together, and Slippery's just told Canadian that Tails has just spun, and I mean he's pushing. He's just gone deep, coming over a Rouge, so he is pushing as hard as he possibly can. He's still a ways back, 5 seconds, but Tails is starting to come back into the fold now. He's into the DRS, but he may have just made a pretty major mistake there. Well, I mean, not may have. I think that was a pretty big mistake.
Yeah, I actually missed it too. I did not see what happened
you
into the
can go
bus
back
stop,
on stream if you want to.
Yeah,
yeah, because I do think I caught that. But yeah, it was out of the bus stop, I think, or was it out of turn 1? I can't even remember now already. But
no, here it is. Okay, hold on 1 second. I got you.
Yeah, David's already
David
back.
spun right before that too. That's so crazy. Yeah,
so you were on board with David, and I was on board with Tails.
Yeah, it was just
that must
pure,
be commentator's curse. We didn't say anything, but that has to be commentator's curse.
Oh man, it strikes again. Yeah, no, he just had a little bit of a lockup, and then got back on throttle. Just drifted the rear end. Just the rear end overtook the front, and
yeah,
you hit that pivot point.
It was at a bus.
You
said it was at a bus stop, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, bus stop has always been a struggle. It's actually not as big of a struggle for me this year because the cars are slower. But on like last year's game and 2020, bus stop was my kryptonite. It's
partly. Oh, Tails is right on the back of TC here. He's gonna go to the left here. TC has no defense for this one. Wow, look at the speed difference Tails has. He is dumping the ERS, and he is trying to get back.
He has to. He needs to get back into the DRS immediately. Whoa, Slippery actually has a moment there. And he's he's starting to use a little bit of the ERS now because he knows he does not want to let Tails get back into this DRS. David overtakes Power Up for 7th place. Slippery's making mistakes. Somehow doesn't actually lose time there to Tails, but he's getting squirrely out of a lot of corners here.
Yeah, back on like the bus stop, I think it's part of just the track, how the game does not really design it. They don't have it 100% accurate.
No, of course. And you know, like I mean, I'll bring it up. Yeah, you recently joined the Fan Attack Club. You haven't received it yet, but it's coming soon. And I think you'll see, like, when you soon do hop back on ACC, and you're able to really feel the track in a different way with your CSL DD, I think you'll just start to notice, like, yeah, F1 doesn't come even close. And I noticed that with Imola, especially, because Imola is a track that I love on ACC. It's probably my favorite track on ACC, and I know it like the back of my hand. And yeah, when they dropped it last year, it was pretty easy for me to like point out like glaring issues with it. And it's not like I wouldn't say glaring issues. I would say like
that's one of their better tracks. I feel like they've done in this game.
Honestly, yes, it is actually, and I would say Netherlands is probably the most well done track on this game in terms of realism. I don't know why that is, but for one, when esports does it, they are super close to real life times. So like I take that like I think that is actually like a that's how it should be.
Reference. Yeah, I'm with you there.
That's how it should be, in my opinion.
The
like skill gap should be big
enough for that. The top of the game should be able to match real life qualifying times.
Exactly. Yeah, but Netherlands, I think. Well, I'll say last year it was definitely. I can't say it this year. I don't think they've raced Netherlands this year yet. They do have it on the calendar, I think, though. But no, last year it was 109s.
I could be wrong.
They might have already.
I think they did.
But last year was 109s for pole
Yeah.
position in esports, and it was 109s. I believe it was either a 109 or a 110 that Max did for pole. They were like within a half second. So I was like, now that is the first time I've seen that. That's
Yeah, I
like,
like that.
yeah. So that's how it should be. Like I said, in my humble opinion, as Hale said in the fastest lap, closing in
Yeah,
slightly, but he's
he's
burning
back
the
on the
ERS.
charge. He is definitely back on the charge, and Odd Homie also, he pitted, and now he is closing back into the back of this little pack of Tito and power up.
I almost think Tail should probably go for an undercut here. The only thing is I don't know if he has the ERS to pull it off. Because one of
I'm gonna take a. Okay, yeah, he's down pretty low. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's at below 20 now.
19%.
And obviously, look at Slippery, and he is at 97%, aka full.
Sitting pretty. Definitely sitting pretty. And it is so nice when you can just, you don't have to touch it. You just leave the button alone, let it do its thing. But
Yeah,
obviously Tails trying to get back in there, and maybe he is still within that undercut range though. I mean, 1.3. I honestly can't remember how strong it is here, but it seems like it would be pretty strong though.
Yeah, I mean, whoa, did that just send the Mercedes around? It did!
Ooh.
Von Homie taps the back, pause, of power up, and then, yeah, it causes a spin out of no name. I don't think any damage was done. It was a really slight tap. I wasn't going to interrupt you.
Oh, okay, I do.
But I was just about to say we've got a three-way battle here between those guys, and then right as I was about to say that,
it was just a minor tap too, and that's. Sometimes I feel like, I don't know. This game, sometimes I feel like any little minor tap, especially the wheel-to-wheel contact, can be just. One car almost seems like it's got to go around when it doesn't always happen.
The one thing that kind of plagues this game when it comes to the wheel-to-wheel racing is how heavy these cars actually are and like the weight distribution. Like in terms of the game, like in terms of the wheel-to-wheel driving in the game, like that I think is the main culprit of a lot of stupid spins like that, because it's like you would think that that car was as light as a napkin with how easily the Mercedes just spun.
Steered.
But
yeah, exactly.
Those are some heavy beasts. Like these are, especially this year, they're super heavy. So it's like these cars aren't gonna. Now, while you're turning, that is, it is kind of dangerous, of course. But
true, it is a weak point, obviously.
Still, I just think with how slight that was, I don't think with how heavy these cars are, I don't think he would have felt that. I think the front wing of Von Homie would have felt that impact way more than Power Up did in that situation.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe throw. Well, that's how I feel sometimes in this game. Like those situations, you can't necessarily save the car. I feel like when you get wheel to wheel, when in not always, but sometimes like that, or rear contact in a corner where maybe potentially in real life you could have still saved it. Obviously lost time, but maybe just got pushed wide a little bit. But either way, though, Slippery taking the new fastest lap, trying to extend that gap just a little bit further away from Tails. Tails was getting on the fringe of DRS, and then no.
Yeah, the mediums are definitely starting to fall off a little bit here because TC has dropped about 2.5 seconds to Canadian in the past couple of laps. So I think the mediums are definitely starting to fall off here.
Oh yeah, Canadian's still running the hard tires. Okay. Yeah, so yeah, kind of still a lot of pack spread out. The pack is right now, not too tight of battles. I'm trying to see the closest one. I still think it is for the lead, but that's over 1.5 seconds.
Yeah, and I think this is the point in the race where we hope for a safety car. But heading into the, I mean, we're heading into the pits soon
Pit cycle.
with the mediums.
Definitely.
I don't know. Maybe we have an incident, but yeah, it's looking.
I did not see a Canadian picked up a penalty there. Or had already picked up a penalty. I missed that earlier. So that.
Yeah, he does have a 3-second penalty. I didn't notice that either.
It's another thing I wish the game would let you serve those penalties as well in your pit stop. I know they'll let you serve the 5-second, but they won't let you serve the 3-second penalty.
Yeah, and I mean 3 seconds is kind of weird because we've never, I won't say we've never, but it's rare that we see 3 seconds given out in like real life.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. It's
So,
normally just a straight.
It's usually 5 or
10.
10, yeah.
Yeah.
Or a stop and go. So yeah, it's almost
gosh,
like I don't
please
even
don't
know.
let us do that.
In
Oh,
real
man,
life, does it even like are you like I don't even know the rule in real life of if you're allowed to serve a 3-second. Like if you were to get one in real life. I don't know what would
maybe
constitute
not,
a
honestly.
3-second. Because
Honestly,
even
I don't know if you can serve. Well, I'm trying to think because even a track limits and.
Oh, we've got a safety car.
There? We do have a safety car.
It's Black
Is
Bala.
it the Ferrari? Oh no, it's Bala. Okay.
And I think
I don't
everybody's.
see his
Oh, the
car.
Mercedes I think is. No, yeah, we're not gonna see his car. No, nobody's even. Nobody's even close. But that's Puon, and then okay, so after Puon,
yeah.
That's the fast kind of left or right left.
Yeah,
he more than likely got on one of those curbs and just lost it, which I've done several times.
It's like the Giovinazzi corner kind of. I feel like. Or,
yeah. Well, Giovinazzi bend it twice in 2 years, like 2 years running. So, like one was like up closer to Puon, and then one was more towards that corner. That black
I was
ball
thinking more of the second one. Oh, what? Oh, wait a second.
No.
Slippery is
left.
Well, at least he picked a good time.
Yeah, this is a good time to do it, but the only thing is this might affect his pit stop.
Oh, certainly just might because he's not.
Yeah, he's not pitting.
Pit. Oh,
Tails
man.
needs to pit. He's taking advantage of this. Yeah, and that's what I was worried about. That's exactly what I was worried about. If you leave, and like last year it was weird because last year it would like auto pit you if you like left the game on accident or like got kicked out, and this year, whoa, what? He's put on intermediates. Is it raining? It is! What? When did it start raining?
It is starting to rain. It is starting to rain. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so this is we did get the crossover. And no Mafia was not involved.
No, not this time. Okay, Slippery is back, and obviously I think he's realized. And Tails is basically going to have to there's no way that they get to the end of the lap and Tails isn't caught up. He is screwed in this situation.
Yeah, no, that
he has to pit.
Definitely.
He absolutely has to pit.
Messed up his race quite a bit. I mean, we've seen his pace.
Oh, he can.
But now he's obviously gonna have to battle through traffic, which is, obviously you could be doing everything right, but when you put yourself
timing-wise, he might still come out in like the top 6.
Well, let's see. I'm trying to.
If he does pit, if it was dry, he could probably get away with this. But just because it's switching over, he's actually kind of. He has to pit. Like.
Obviously he would still lose the position.
And even if it was dry, like we're on lap 14, he would have to pit even if it was dry at this point in the race. He would be dumb not to, basically, even if it was dry. So, and look at it, he's just pushing the safety car. He's like, come on. So he's definitely gonna lose. He's gonna lose P3. He'll be behind TC. He's gonna be behind Canadian and Bio.
Is it I was gonna say, is it Bond? Maybe.
Because Bond hasn't pitted either.
Oh, okay. So
And Bond
Bond is
needs
gonna
to.
have to
Bond's
come
on
in.
the mediums. J-Mix on the softs right now, which must have been a mistake. He must not have read the got a weather report. Because yeah, he's on brand new softs, so he's either gonna need to pit again, or
It's a
he is
very
YOLO in
bold
it.
strategy.
Yeah.
Bold strategy, Cotton.
Power Up and Thunder also still in the mediums. They should pit. But, I mean, I don't know what this weather is going to be like. It's Spa. Who
'Cause
knows? It could stop again. It's really light
that's the
right now.
thing. It's so light right now that I mean, are intermediates even the right tire for the time being, though?
That's what
Slippery
I'm saying.
goes on mediums.
Intermediates actually might end up being the gamble.
Yeah,
TC
because it
staying on
might
the
not
softs.
get any wetter, though.
I'm going to use the restroom.
If it doesn't... If it stays this condition... And honestly, by the looks of it, I mean, it's obviously hard to tell in-game, but from the cloud, kind of looks like it's not going to get much rainier than it is. It's barely raining at all, if any out there. Or, well, it is a little bit of rain, still drizzling, so... Yeah, I think Tails is the only one so far that I see. Okay, no, Tails and Canadian. Bio. And Routine are the only ones, and Tito are the only ones even running intermediate tires, so definitely mixed up grid right here. There's gonna be quite some action. Half of the grid is going to get it right and half of the grid is going to get it wrong here. So we're going to see what happens coming up. I think the safety car should be in. No, it's going to definitely be in.
Okay.
One lap.
Okay, so we've got a big mix.
Yeah. Yeah, half of them are getting it right, half of them are getting it wrong, maybe.
Yeah, that's that's how it has to go. Surely. Either the dries are still going to have well enough grip to be faster than an intermediate tire, or there's going to be too much wetness out there for the soft compounded tires and the medium compounded tires, which a lot of boys are on as well.
Yeah, it's interesting. See, I was thinking that it wasn't going to pick up any harder. But the more I ride on board, I think I'm seeing more drops.
This is some of the lightest rain I've ever seen.
I know, it's barely raining.
Like for it to start this way, understandable, but usually it would only stay like this for like a minute or two.
Well, half
and then
a
it would
lap.
start to
Yeah, I
pick
was going to say.
Like this, I couldn't even do this with Mafia. Like, if I was to, like, change the settings, I wouldn't even be able to change this. Like, I wouldn't be able to get this light of rain. It's either wet or very wet. And this is neither of those.
This is definitely neither.
Which makes me think that, like, somebody like TC could, honestly, maybe surprise us.
Well, I mean, let's see. The safety car is going to come in this lap, I imagine. So we're on lap 16. It's only got, 4 or 5.
Remember, we're on the longest track of the year. We're on slightly wet. So let's check out what they're doing. So, like, they're gonna probably be in the one. They might even go into the 151s, 152s. So it's almost a 2-minute lap around here. In these conditions. Oh. You still there, Celeste? Okay, nah, I can't hear you, Celeste. I can't hear you, hold up. Hello?
Yo.
Alright, cool. Bet.
Alright,
I like how we just knew exactly what to do.
But we are back.
We're good. At this point, we get it solved.
Yeah. Honestly, what I had to do to make sure that you were not hearing me. I turned the unmute on the stream, and like I hear you saying like 151 something. Like, okay, I did not hear him say that to me or on. Like, no, okay, this is happening now.
Yeah. But yeah, like I said, yeah, they should be around the 151s, anywhere from 151 to 155 here in these coming laps. Yeah, it's gonna come in now. And yeah, Canadian still obviously has that 3-second penalty.
Yeah, I'm not even sure where to look at the start here. I mean, I want to see.
I want to see. I'm gonna probably go on with
Tails
TC.
and TC. Yeah.
Because I want to see how these softs get booted up. J-Mix also a P5 on the softs.
They might fire off really well here. I mean, and the conditions could get worsen. We could see the conditions worsen, but man, I would say it's been raining for 2 to 3 laps, and it's been sprinkling, if we want to call it rain. If anything, we'll call it some sprinkles. And Tails is off.
Yeah, I think he's already on.
Oh, TC's still trying to get a little bit of heat in the boots there.
I don't think he's gone, but I think he was just at a quicker pace.
Okay.
He'll be dangerous, but either way, he's away now. He's got a decent jump. Canadians kept close to TC. Oh, the Ferrari J-Mick goes way deep. He's going to get overtaken. Well, no, he's side by side here with Slippery. I think he's going to keep the position for now. He does.
He does keep it for now, but Slippery is definitely going to be hungry to get back up there to the front.
Oh my gosh, already.
Wow, Slippery goes around through a Rouge and Rowdy on, and I don't know how J-Mick got the penalty there, but he makes the pass.
He went off on a Rouge. He went wide.
Okay,
got a big snap of oversteer and went wide.
My camera view changed to like the other side of the hill, and
Slippery's aggressive right now. He might get this move done on Bio. He does. And he's already behind his teammate in P4.
Oh, here comes J-Mick as well. J-Mick is going to try to follow right in behind. So the softer compound tires definitely seem to be working, at least in the back right here. Because look at Slippery going right around his teammate. Here comes J-Mick once again. He's just following Slippery along.
Exactly. He's just following what Slippery does. What you can do, I can do too. And TC is keeping right on the back of Tails as well.
Yeah, so Tails is doing a good job then so far to hold off.
Von Homie gets the move done. The dry compound is working. The dry compound is working. And Slippery choosing the mediums.
Oh no, Tails is around! Tails is around!
Oh no, for the second time this race. And he's down to P8. TC takes the lead of this race, but Slippery already challenging.
Wow. Slippery has closed in so rapid here. This is crazy pace.
He might get it done here. There's no DRS. There's almost no point in waiting, other than maybe for the slipstream. He goes down the inside, and he's gonna get it done. J-Mick though.
J-Mick right there got a huge run right there. Able to. Oh, and Routine has retired. Yeah, TC kind of had to open up the apex a little bit more. J-Mick gonna have a big run
down the Camel
Straight.
Stops.
I don't know if he's gonna be close enough. TC goes defensive into the middle.
He'll have to send it. He can't though. They're both on the soft tires, obviously.
Flag. Okay, no, that was just a routine still. Okay. Yeah, and Slippery has already made up that difference. I can't remember where he even came out. P7.
I'm just accepting that Slippery is probably gone. He's gonna.
Oh no, he's
gonna run away with this.
Yeah, no, it's just remarkable how. I mean, I thought we might have like a lap or 2 or 3 maybe.
I mean, it's another nightmare for AlphaTauri. I mean, AlphaTauri have won. I mean, they technically haven't been with AlphaTauri, but Tails and David have won the constructors 2 years running. Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're correct.
Yeah, 2 seasons running. And they were trying to go for a 3-peat here. Canadian now retires.
Oh, his car, same corner. Yep.
As I'm talking about the constructors, yeah, that's a safety car. And we only have 4 laps to go.
Oh, so pack them up and re-rack. Look at J-Mick up 10 positions.
Yeah, but J-Mac's
far.
probably going to need a new set of pants after this safety car. He's probably absolutely wishing that this did not happen. This is like
no, for
me
sure.
in my
Yeah.
race, because look at the gap. They had a 5+ second gap. They were by far and away going to be fine, unless those soft tires really dropped off.
Oh, and he's got a penalty too. Yeah, he had a podium as long as they kept it on the road, but yeah, like you're saying, that's gonna affect them.
We're only gonna get one lap, surely. Like, that's max. I think at best it comes
whoa! What just? Oh my goodness, this game is.
What just happened there?
Broken.
I just missed it.
TC and J-Mac, I didn't even see him collide. I was just riding on board with both of them back and forth, and somehow they both picked up a 5-second severe collision there, and I am not sure.
Yeah, more than likely those will be removed, but still annoying nonetheless.
Yeah, I didn't even see him touch though. That's this game sometimes definitely has its moments.
I wish I would have been on board for that, because otherwise I would have just like disregarded it. But now I'm probably gonna have to get at least some sort of footage in the steward's office. Make sure no shenanigans did go on. But
no shenanigans. No racing under safety car now.
But yeah, I'm hoping we have the least amount of laps possible here under the safety car.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder if who is at the back? Thunder. I mean, even if he caught this lap, surely it wouldn't come in.
Yeah, I don't think even if he caught this lap, it would come in this lap. That was a weird way to say that, but yeah, it should come in next lap, which would give us. So we're gonna go through lap 20, which would give us lap 21.
Give us 2 lap. Yeah, 2 lap shootout, but I mean, let's just go green flag. Come on, Massey.
I know, like I wish I could just green flag, green flag, green flag. Just press a button.
Well, maybe that should be a thing in their next game. Have a I'm trying to think of even the word of what you call that.
Like the FIA,
like the free.
It would basically be like a host
mode,
controls.
You could be. Yeah.
Like give like the host ability to control what.
Exactly.
Yeah, basically let them take over.
Steward control.
And like you said, if there's 2 of us, damn shit, I let you drive the safety car.
Only when I give him Fanatec, then I'll drive.
Imagine you spinning under the safety car, though. We might have to. We would possibly have to revoke your privileges.
That would be the only reason they don't let you and stuff, because people would be spinning out.
You would gain a respect for those drivers. Damn it.
You just like don't come into the pits. You just keep racing. Just like green flag.
Stays out. Like... Yeah, sorry, but I just definitely saw a wing fly off of somebody's car. Without doubt, I saw a wing fly off, but nobody got damage for it. It was the Haas.
Oh man,
I think it was the Haas of Bonhomie who made contact with somebody. Well, like I said, neither of them got penalties for that, which is interesting.
Yeah. Well, actually,
oh no, yeah, J-Mac already had a 3-second. That's why he has 8.
Yeah, he did already have the 3-second. Well, even on the safety car, like when they were in Coda, obviously last week, when they were going through the S's, and a lot of people act like the safety car is not out there getting it, but then when you watch them go through the S's there, you can tell.
You see the body leaning like that.
Exactly, yeah, they are. Bergmeiler's out there giving it, like he is getting it. Just the F1 car is so effortlessly.
Like I think I can't even remember. I think it was a couple of years ago though. They literally like let somebody, like one of the GT World drivers, like drive the safety car and like did like a lap competition. And it like they were like the GT driver's time was only it really wasn't that significant. And I swear it was around Spa too. Maybe I'm just imagining things, but I swear that did happen.
I'm trying to think like. Well, I guess it would be probably like a 20-second difference around Spa, maybe bigger.
Oh no,
than
it
GT3
was
or
a small
something.
difference
That is interesting.
between
Wow.
between a GT driver and Burt Mylander.
Oh no, okay, I'm with you. I
Oh
thought you
no,
meant
same
between the
car, same
F1 car.
car.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
with
yeah.
you. Yeah, oh no, he's definitely a world class driver for
Yeah.
sure, definitely. Well, it's a lot better than because IndyCar, before the safety car comes in, uh, that was probably 5 or 6 years ago. Had the safety car driver wreck. I
Yeah,
think it was
in NASCAR's,
back
there's
in
been
Long
some
Beach or something.
videos, there's been some TikToks created, like like NASCAR safety
Oh yeah,
car, it spins. IndyCar safety car, it crashes, and then F1 safety car, it's just booling. But we're about to get back to green light racing. We will have 2 laps to go. As Slippery
Slippery with
gets
a
us
good
underway.
shot right there. Gets away pretty
Somebody
decent.
spun. That's Tito, the second Aston Martin.
Oh, Tails already side by side with Bonhomie. He is
He
gonna
gets it done.
make that move. So he's still making these
Even
intermediates
yeah,
work.
even on the intermediates.
That is interesting. He is the only one making them work, but he is. He's staying.
And this is
pretty
what I'm
close
talking
right
about. J-Mick had probably a P2 in the bag, and he's now getting. He's got tails on the back of him with intermediates, and probably a max level of grip. It's definitely raining more now. It is 100% raining more now.
Yeah,
so these intermediate runners are now probably going to get the advantage. J-Mick,
oh,
they make
no,
contact.
No, no.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
You don't want to see that. It was the slightest contact. And look at these boys, though. They are 2 wide.
Wow.
Bonhomie and Bio. But
Bio going around the outside.
He's lost like 3 positions there. All right, well, no, I think he actually was in P4 or 5. So only 1 or 2 lost, but still intense battling going on here for the last podium position. And it might turn into a fight for P2 as well if they can catch TC.
Yeah, we'll see. I think as long as TC can just stay on track, he should be potentially good. But they are definitely going to have quite an interesting battle back here. Thunder also showing his head, getting up into the mix, trying to get on Bonhomie as well.
Mr. Broken Foot still attacking.
Yeah, so obviously no DRS for the last lap, and it's just going to have to be pure pace.
Yeah, I don't think Tails will rein in 2.5 seconds in this short of a distance. But I mean, maybe he's down. Honestly, I think I was actually looking at the gap between TC and Slippery, so that's my fault. But
well, actually, he gained a little bit right there.
He is gaining. This would be, I mean, if he did this, then I mean, all hail Tails.
And David is gaining on him as well too. So they are catching. They're catching up a little bit, but I don't. Obviously, with
I don't even know what tires
of a lap
at this point.
Yeah, I know. I have no idea.
I really have no clue. Because Bio is catching David, like, I don't know. Like,
yeah, this...
You know, at points, Tails is honestly keeping his advantage. So I don't know. I don't know. You would think that the intermediates should pick up pace, because when I go on board, it's 100% raining harder, but then again, was it also just the effect of us being on board during safety cars and then moving a lot slower? Is the F1 game that sophisticated? I don't know.
It could have been. Well, I feel like I've drove similar conditions to this on a softer compound and felt fine. But
that's Tito again.
Oh, in another moment, and then there goes Thunder keeps it out the wall, and he's still in position to score points here. Oh, and does a good. Oh, save it now. Okay. Bio coming up. He might have a chance here if David does not get on the power good enough. He does get on the power though.
Yeah, well, it'll be interesting to see where things finish after the penalties.
Yeah,
because of the penalties.
Already.
Right.
I was about to say, how did he pick up another one? But that
he
was
dropped
just
down
prior.
a ton. But honestly, for as little of as few, I mean, we were missing a lot of guys here. That was an entertaining race, honestly.
Yeah, that I was not there was few moments there where it did not look like we would have the racing that we were hoping for, but
it's almost like that first safety car came out at the perfect time. Lap 14, when they come out near the pit stops, and then for Slippery to get lagged out, have to make up like 4 or 5 positions, and then just run away with the lead again. I mean, it just shows why he is well on his way to gaining his first ROR Drivers' Championship.
Yeah, very much so. I'm honestly not sure what the gap is, honestly, because it could be close to a max situation. We might get it well.
Yeah,
before
we're reining in.
Finale.
We've only got. Well, actually, I don't even know how many more races we have. Let's see. We have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 races left.
Okay, 6. Okay, well, no, there would still be time then, I believe.
But in terms of drivers, yeah, it's getting there because it's a 70-ish point gap. So we're getting there. Constructors are still kind of in play, especially with like Canadian. We'll see how the points go. But
yeah, no, and you see how quick it can change when, like, I mean, the McLarens were right up there, and then we see at the end of the race both AlphaTauris actually been up on the well, we'll see after penalties.
Right. I think TC will be fine. I think he'll get back on there, but either way, I think they. Well, no, they actually still probably outscore them if they didn't get P2 and 3. We'll see what happens. The mathing will math itself out.
Oh, Tails with the fastest lap as well. So every point, every little thing.
Every point matters. Every point matters. But what do we have next? Even though I just checked, we've got Netherlands. Zandvoort, one of my favorites. One of my absolute favorites. We've got Zandvoort next Wednesday, same time, 8 p.m. Central Time. That was another actually pretty short race. It's 9:08.
It did seem very short.
Actually wild. How do we keep? Probably because of the lack of safety cars, especially at the beginning. Only actually had 2, and very little DNF. So good racing from the boys that showed up. Like I said, we'll see you guys next week. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, subscribe. Bless. And I will see you guys next week.